Today we're playing Universe Sandbox, and the chat is going to tell me what we should do to like support Earth or something. The whole solar system's probably gonna die a few times. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, join the Twitch. The link is in the description, and you can be here live for things like this. So here is Earth. We're all on here, guys. I see all of you. I'm doxing all of you. Okay, I wanted to see. This was something I was thinking about. You know, like when you're like falling asleep and your mind is just like thinking about things. What if we, you know, like global warming, the too much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. What if we took all of the carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere? What's gonna happen? I think in real life, wouldn't all the plants die? Because like, do the plants die? Because don't they like, they breathe CO2? Anyway, we're gonna reverse global warming. It's probably gonna be like an ice age, right? Just get rid of all of this. Can I just set this to 0? Plants would die, correct. Let's see. Okay, time has gone. Still going. The plants are still there. What's our life likelihood? 92.1. It looks like it went down a little bit. It's usually what, 92.5 or something? But wait, nothing happens? Maybe we speed up time and watch this as it freezes because of the lack of... Oh, guys, it works. Okay, this is what I wanted to see, if the game would simulate this. Oh, wait, maybe not. Maybe that's just the seasons. I wanted it to freeze, Ice Age, but it looks like it's not. Maybe. I think this is a little more frozen than usual. What's our average temperature at? Oh, 6? Yeah, it did cool down. Greenhouse effect. Why do we have any? What's another greenhouse gas? Methane? None of these are greenhouse gases, right? Water vapor is, I think. The water keeps returning because it's evaporating. Okay, that doesn't work. Disappointing. I wanted to reverse global warming. It looks like it kind of worked. The average temperature... Oh, wait, it's dropping. Wait, hold. Give it a few more years. It's at 5, which is a lot colder. Yeah, like look at this. It does seem to stabilize maybe over time. You would think that carbon dioxide would come back, at least some of it, especially with the humans polluting the atmosphere so much. Okay, from chat, make the sun big. Okay, so we'll keep our cold Earth here and make the sun bigger. Are we increasing mass or just radius? Let's do just radius to keep the orbits the same. Because if we increase the mass, it's gonna pull on the planets tighter. This is actually not even changing the luminosity. Okay, the sun is a lot bigger, but critical thing here, luminosity hasn't changed and the mass hasn't changed. So theoretically, nothing should happen. Like actually nothing, except the sun looks way bigger in the sky. But the temperature and everything should be the same. It's like releasing the same amount of energy. So if we want to like scorch the Earth, we need to take our luminosity and double that. And that should really have a pretty large effect on the Earth, I would think. Turn off the space goggles. Wow. You can't even look at the surface of the Earth. Temperature's heating up, yep. And after a few years... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, what's happening to the sun? Why is it orange? I might have like greatly reduced the life of the sun. And it looks like something's happening with the atmosphere here. Look at the preview up here. All the plants are dead and there's flooding. Is this from the ice caps melting? It's gotta be, right? Flooding all over the continents. This is very bad. Like very, very, very bad. What's our life likelihood? 18? We just like killed everything on Earth. Remove the atmosphere. Does that make it cool down or heat up more? Good question. Average temperature is 90 C. Okay, it likes to keep some atmosphere, which I guess kind of makes sense. Temperature actually starts to cool down a tiny bit. But yeah, Earth is cooked. Literally cooked.
Because you made the sun bigger and kept its mass, you essentially turned it into a red giant, which is also why it got colder.
Temperature is lower, but the luminosity is higher. So luminosity is like the bright, like how much energy output, total energy released every second. So if that's higher, it's going to send more like sun to the Earth, you know? Make Neptune habitable. That is a good suggestion. So to terraform Neptune, you can't have life on a gas giant, at least in this game. In Space Engine, there's aerial life. So we need to make it a rocky planet. I think we could just remove helium, remove the hydrogen, remove the methane, remove the ammonia. And then add like maybe 4 Earths of iron. And then if we press play, it should be a rocky planet. Huge. Okay, how big do we want it? Let's just work with this. 17 times the mass of Earth, so it's definitely big still. It's very far out. Average temperature is negative 227, which is very, very cold. We're gonna want an atmosphere. Atmosphere mass. Earth dry atmosphere mass? What does that mean? Maybe like 5 of those. Okay, that just disappeared. Add hydrogen and an atmosphere to make the water stick. That was the old method. If you added a little bit of hydrogen, then stuff like to stick better. So let's try that. Okay, you can start to see an atmosphere. Those are clouds. For some reason, we need a tiny bit of hydrogen to make it stick. Okay, I literally had it, and now it's not liking me. See, the atmosphere's disappearing, dude. Okay, I'm gonna retry. And if it does the same thing, I'm gonna give up. Make it less dense, lock its mass, and increase its radius is... Okay. Lock its mass and increase its radius so the density is the same as Earth. Okay, it's the same density as Earth, about. Okay, that's better, actually, but it's still disappearing. More hydrogen? Oh! Hold up. I did it. Huge. Now we add water. And the sea composition better be water. Okay, it is. And life likelihood? 1%. Okay. If we want it to stay looking like Neptune, dark blue, do we want vegetation? But dark blue vegetation. All right, there's my attempt at a habitable Neptune. I could definitely do better. 2% chance of life if we turn on... There we go. All right, next suggestion. Hold up, before we continue, I would like to take a moment to thank today's video sponsor, Raycon. You might have noticed I don't wear a headset in my videos. This is because I don't like the bulky, heavy feeling on my head. So recently, I've been using Raycon's everyday earbuds, and they've been perfect. I've been using them when I'm out and about or even just chilling at home. They're my go-to earbuds because they sound great, and the battery life is actually crazy. They last 32 hours, so they're always ready for me when I need them. Probably my favorite thing about them is how comfortable they are. I'll just put them in and forget I'm even wearing them. The Everyday Earbuds Classic have a ton of really cool features. They have active noise cancellation, multi-point connectivity so you can connect them to 2 devices at once, and they come with multiple ergonomic ear tips so they'll be comfortable for everybody. I also love the really cool color options they have. I went with this blush violet color, and I got this really cool galaxy protective case on them too, which just looks really cool. And some good news, Raycon is going big for Black Friday and Cyber Monday with everything up to 30% off. Just click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/spaceship to save up to 30% off on Raycon audio products site-wide. I really love these earbuds and you will too. Thank you to Raycon for sponsoring this video. Let's get back into it. Make a super Earth. Increase the radius and the mass, I guess. So like, what's super Earth? How big can a rocky planet be? It will come a point where it doesn't like growing anymore. Can we go 10 times? That looks bad. That looks very bad, actually. Life likelihood. We killed everybody. Okay, why did that happen? Super Earth is like 3x. Okay, well, this is 10x. Earth composition and pressure. That didn't help. What's our temperature like? Make it a little warmer? Okay, yeah, we killed everybody. Too much gravity? Is it? It's only 7 times. Okay, watch. Lock the radius. Oh, wait, that looks bad. Maybe go this way. That looks a lot better. And then increase the sea level. Yeah, it looks like Earth again. Oh, I just flooded everything. Sorry, guys. 0.004%. Yeah, so we flooded the Earth, and it's still not habitable. What's our magnetosphere look like? Very big. It's like big things are hard to make habitable, I guess. Make Pluto a black hole with the mass of Jupiter. I got you. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna set Pluto to 1 Jupiter mass, and then lock the mass while we crush it down. And eventually it will be so dense it becomes a black hole. There it is. Pluto is a black hole with the same mass as Jupiter.
Chip, promote the shop.
SpaceshipYT.com. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna guess not very much. Might pull in some asteroids. Huh. So what if we 10 times the mass? Does that do anything? 100 Jupiters. That changed its orbit. Does this... Oh, okay, something's happening. It's pulling in Neptune. Neptune is now orbiting Pluto? Okay. I guess Neptune is so far out that when Pluto gets close to it, it captures Neptune, kind of? Sometimes. So now 10 times that, 1,000 Jupiters. How close is that to the sun? Oh, that's about the same as the sun. So this is really, really gonna mess up the whole solar system. Pulling everything in. We need trails for this, not orbits. Yeah, okay, so sun and Pluto are now binary. You can see that they're pulling each other around. And it looks like the inner planets are mostly fine because they're close enough to the sun. How's Earth doing? I mean, we already messed up Earth, so... Not great. Wait, what's our... Everything's concentrated in the center. What's our rotational speed at? It's still a day, but I guess the larger mass makes that bad. This would be bad. Bad news for the solar system if this happened. And then let's do one more 10x. If it was 10 times the mass of the sun, I think very bad things happen here. Like destruction of the entire solar system. It can't even run faster than that. Okay. It might literally just absorb the sun here. Slingshot everything out. And the mass seems to be powerful enough to basically destroy the whole system. Earth is in a very elliptical orbit around Pluto. So yeah, see, Pluto destroys solar systems, guys. PSA. Okay, what made you hate Pluto? When it was first discovered, people were like, oh, it's a new planet. Which, I mean, is fine because they didn't know at the time. What makes me mad and why I hate Pluto is because after they were like, okay, it's not a planet, it's a dwarf planet. People are like, no, guys, justice for Pluto. Pluto should be a planet. And it's like, no, it shouldn't. That's why. It doesn't fit the qualifications of planet. So people are trying to say that it deserves justice, but no, it should never have been a planet to begin with. Not a valid reason. That is a valid reason. So everyone loves Pluto and they're like, oh, we love Pluto. So I'm offsetting it. Land on the sun and turn off space goggles. Okay. It already is super bright. It's just gonna turn the whole screen white, I bet. Flashbang. Sorry if you're watching this on your phone in bed. That's exactly what I'm doing. Before I go swap the orbits of Mars and Earth. Okay, that's not a bad idea. It is cool to see because maybe Mars becomes more habitable. And how much will Earth lose habitability, you know? Replace Mars with Earth and replace Earth with Mars. Okay, so the interesting thing is going to be what happens to Mars' life likelihood, which is at 0. So if we can get some of that ice to melt, maybe it goes up. Or similarity is going up, see that? It might just be the atmosphere is like not good at all. Let's check Earth too. Its life likelihood has gone down a bit, but actually not that much. Like, yeah, the majority of species on Earth go extinct, for sure. But the chance that all life gets eradicated, I don't think so. Humans, we are strong. I think we survive this. What's our average temperature? -42. That's pretty cold. But humans, life will find a way. Even if humans didn't survive, some life that is already used to these temperatures. I mean, how cold's Antarctica? Is it -42? Penguins? Does Mars get any chance of life from being in Earth's prime position in the solar system? It's at 0, but it's only been like a year. So let's give it a few years. Oh, okay. Check that out. It looks like we're getting ice in the center. I'm guessing the ice cap's melted. It's going up. Let's see what it tops out at. So basically, all we need to do to terraform Mars, guys, we go get Mars and we pull it next to Earth, right? So SpaceX better get on that. Guys, look, it has an atmosphere. The atmosphere is like getting thicker. And we do have seasons and liquid water. That's huge. It does look like it's kind of capping out. Oh, maybe. The faster you go in the game, the less accurate it is. About 0.5% chance, which I mean is not that high, but you never know. Very cool. Let's see what happened to Earth and all that. Oh, wait. Earth is completely dead after 500 years about. We do still have a small chance of life, but it's less. The chance of life on Earth is now less than the chance of life on Mars. Interesting. So that shows how important distance to the star is, like the Goldilocks zone, habitable area, which we can see here. Crash Pluto into Mars. Wonderful idea. Here comes Pluto versus our slightly terraformed Mars. It is crazy how much that terraformed it just by moving it. So maybe if we would have moved Neptune up here. Oh, there it goes. It would have helped a lot. Pluto has a lot of ice, it looks like, because this might actually help in the long run for Mars. Look how much water is on it now. Okay, so obviously that's bad. Probably kills everything. It's actually higher. The chance of life is higher right after the Pluto impact. So let's give it some time, and I bet we get some good results here. There's more water and probably a thicker atmosphere. The Pluto is good since it gives Mars life. Pluto's only good if we're destroying it. And so we destroyed it to give Mars life. Holy, okay, that's actually crazy. If you're watching and you want to terraform Mars, put it at Earth's orbit and throw Pluto into it. And it does an excellent job of terraforming. Okay, I don't know why it does that. But like, tell me that's not habitable. Let's turn on vegetation. Okay, it's on realistic, which means it's only showing vegetation if it's habitable. And there we go. Terraformed Mars on accident. And I don't know what the blue atmosphere is, but yeah.
Replace the moon with a different object the same mass as the moon.
All right, here's the moon orbiting Earth, and it orbits quite far, actually. Like, look at the distance. The entire Earth, and then the moon. Okay, we want to replace this. We should replace it with something good, like a pyramid. 0.0123 times the mass of Earth. So if we just replace it with something and then set the mass to the same, it should have no effect on the orbit. Replace this with... hey, it's almost Halloween, guys. So a jack-o'-lantern. And it's a lot less dense than the moon, so it actually looks a lot bigger than the moon. But hypothetically, this should have no effect on the moon's orbit. Will it affect life? I don't think so. How come it's see-through when you're looking through one side? Okay, for Halloween, jack-o'-lantern orbiting Earth. Can we land on it? Here is, you know that like Earthrise photo? Here's it recreated. Earthrise on the pumpkin. Happy Halloween, everybody. Well, thank you for coming to stream. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and click the link in the description to come to the Twitch. And like these beautiful people, you can see it live.